I hear two completely different stories. One, that Ontario has changed people's life for good, and the other, that they regret their move. And today, we are discussing the reasons why. Shall we? Let's go. Ontario sold a dream. Most people these days, they don't understand the difference between things they need and things they want. A lot of people picture big house, good salary, safe communities, weekend trips, financial growth, and social media sells Ontario like it's this perfect life upgrade. You see creators filming luxury condos in Toronto, detached homes, and tech companies in Waterloo Region. Now, since I mentioned tech companies, there's one past client of mine. He got a job in Google office in downtown Kitchener, and he moved all the way from Australia here in Kitchener, Ontario, and I helped him buy a house here too. But anyways, you also see a lot of cafes, clean neighborhoods, successful professionals here in Ontario, and of course, Niagara Falls. And don't forget, Canada's capital, Ottawa, is right here in Ontario too. But nobody films the 2-hour commute in especially the winter traffic. Cost of living shock. Not just homes, everything. People move here because salaries look higher on paper. And then Ontario introduces them to property tax, car insurance, groceries, daycare, utility bills, mortgage rates, gas. By the way, gas price today in Waterloo, Ontario is $1.89 per litre, which is insane. And this hit hard, especially the newcomers from other provinces and different countries, because they compare salaries, they don't compare lifestyles. Basic detached house prices in GTA starts around $800,000, whereas in Waterloo Region, including Kitchener, Cambridge, and Waterloo, it starts somewhere around $750,000. And if you go further west, in Woodstock, Ontario, it starts around $550,000. A person making $70,000 somewhere else feels much more financially calmer than someone who's making $110,000 here in Ontario. And that's the scary part. And if you have any comments or questions or concerns, drop them down below in the comment section. Even if you disagree with me, that's fine. I just want to know what you think. So let me know. Honestly, some people feel frustrated that the government hasn't kept up with how expensive everyday life has become, especially housing. A lot of buyers these days, they feel stuck in this weird middle ground where they make too much to get help, but not enough to comfortably buy a house. The commute trap. And this one destroys people mentally. They move to Ontario for work, but end up living 1 to 2 hours away from where they actually work. One person even said, affordable homes, if any, are about 50 to 60 kilometers away from their work and family. They are making decent incomes, but they can't even attempt to buy a house in this market. To some extent, they're right. Initially, it looks like, oh, it's just 1 hour drive, and I can buy a house somewhere else where it's cheaper enough, where I can save hundreds of thousands of dollars. Until it's February. It's getting dark outside, maybe a snowstorm coming, or there's an accident on the highway, and suddenly your GPS says 2 hours and 17 minutes to your destination. And suddenly, your day revolves around commuting. You leave before your kids wake up. You come home exhausted. And the worst part? Time is money, right? And we are wasting a lot just by sitting into the traffic. And slowly, the lifestyle you came here for disappears. Job market realities. Ontario has opportunities. Giants like Toyota and Google are here, and so are the jobs from other sectors like insurance, manufacturing, IT, construction, medical, hospitality. People move here hearing things like, there is so much work in Ontario. And technically, yes, there is. But there are also thousands of highly skilled workers who are competing for the exact same jobs here. I have met people with degrees and experience and fantastic resumes, but they're still struggling for months to find a stable job. And what happens is, people burn through their savings faster because Ontario is expensive even when the things are going well. Now imagine finding a job and trying to settle here at the same time. That pressure destroys people mentally. And sometimes family has to take up work which they never wanted to take. Infrastructure and service gaps. Population is growing so fast that certain areas feel like they're still catching up. More people, more traffic, more homes, more demand. But sometimes infrastructure doesn't grow at the same speed. I still remember I moved here in Kitchener, Ontario about 14 years back. And at that time, the traffic was very light. About 4 to 5 cars on a red light, that was it. But now, boy oh boy, during the rush hour sometimes it took me 3, full night cycles just to cross that one intersection red light. Oh my god. You see packed highways, busy walk-in clinics, long wait times everywhere, even in the grocery stores, overcrowded schools in certain areas. And buyers, they notice this very quickly, especially the families. Because when you're buying a house, you're not buying 4 walls and a roof. You're buying the entire lifestyles that comes around the house. And that's why I always tell people, don't just research the house, research the daily life. Because a beautiful house can also feel stressful if the surrounding systems constantly make the life hard. Loneliness. Ontario or any other place, to be fair, feels very lonely if you move there as an adult. People underestimate how hard it is to rebuild community as an adult. Here, everyone's busy, everyone's working, everyone's tired, and this is more difficult for introverts. And not only that, buyers feel constant pressure. Ontario has constant pressure culture. You always feel that you are behind somebody. Somebody bought a house earlier, somebody has more equity, somebody upgraded faster, and social media makes it worse. It creates the feeling that everyone's getting successful, but you, it's not a good feeling. And when interest rates rise or policies change, regular buyers feel it immediately. One announcement from the government or the Bank of Canada, and suddenly monthly payments jump hundreds of dollars. That uncertainty stresses people out. Smaller homes than expected. Now I know, you must be laughing, but this one surprises almost everybody, especially people moving from Alberta, the US, or even smaller Ontario towns. The homes. Or more specifically, how small home feels for the price. When you step in, you'll be like, oh wow, the washing machine's right next to the furnace, which is beside the water heater. Besides your dreams right there. And the newer builds are even smaller for the price. Weather. Winters are brutal, to be very honest with you. Snowstorms, freezing rain are the normal things here. Feels like snow being dumped overnight and sidewalks are icy and patchy too. Pretty bad, right? You know, the black ice, pretty crazy, right? Well, let me tell you this. In January this year, I was walking through my neighborhood in Kitchener, Ontario, and suddenly I heard a noise. Bam! Before I noticed anything, I was lying down on the sidewalk. That was me who fell. It's funny now, right? But back then, 3 months back, I was like, did I break my arm and a leg? But thankful nothing happened. So if you are gonna move here or you already live here, be careful in the winter weathers. By February, some people feel mentally exhausted. Dark mornings, early sunsets, slush everywhere. And summers are hot too, especially in the months of July and August. Sweaty and sticky both. Oh god, I can't believe it's almost June here. But when you combine this weather plus financial pressure plus loneliness, suddenly regrets start to creep in. But here's the other side. Despite of all this, many people love Ontario, including me. Why? Opportunity. Ontario still gives people access to better jobs, more business opportunities, stronger long-term real estate growth, better networking, better infrastructure, and for many families, moving here genuinely changes their future. Ontario is not automatically bad, and it's not automatically amazing either. It depends on your expectations. And honestly, you know what's the real problem? Many people don't regret moving to Ontario. They regret moving to Ontario with unexpected expectations. That's the real problem. And if you expect instant success, or easy housing, or cheap living, or maybe stress-free life, Ontario will humble you very quickly. But if you come here prepared, mentally, financially, as well as emotionally, you can still build an incredible life here. And regardless of politics, or what people think that the government should or shouldn't do, the reality is this. Ontario is changing. The housing is changing, communities are changing, affordability is changing. And people need to have honest conversation before making major life decisions. So now I'm curious, if you move to Ontario, would you regret it or love it? Or somewhere in between both? You let me know in the comments. And if you're looking to sell a house or buy a house anywhere in Kitchener, Waterloo, Cambridge, or the nearby cities, we would love to be the real estate resource for you so you can have an amazing experience. To contact me, there's a link in the pinned comment. Click that link, fill out your information. I'll be personally reaching out to you shortly. And if you are not moving or selling or buying a house in these areas I mentioned above, that's okay too. I actually work with top agents across Canada, and I can connect you with one in the area that you're looking to buy or sell in. So check the link in the pinned comment. My name is Akash Bassi. I'm your trusted real estate agent, and check more videos right here. I'll see you there next.